allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Chun?
Present.
Councilwoman Collins?
Here.
Councilman LaFata?
Here.
Councilwoman Darnell?
Here.
Councilwoman Fisher?
Yeah. Everyone's had a chance to look over the minutes of November 4th and the November 21st executive session. I would entertain a motion.
Motion that we approve those minutes.
Do you have a second? Any additions or corrections? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Consideration of claims. Have we all had a chance to look at those?
We have all received them electronically, and I make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Petitions and comments from the floor this evening. Anyone would like to speak this evening, step forward, state your name and address. We have some folks on the agenda, 320 Recovery.
Brought you all copies as well.
Smart man.
All right, well, thank you, first of all, for this opportunity, and thank you for just historically supporting us over the last few years in different tasks for the opioid settlement funds. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about a little bit of history about 320, how we formed, and goes all the way back to 2007.
So before you go any further, just
Yeah.
for the sake of the record, your name and address,
Yep.
some of the way to that.
Alan Drusula, and my personal address or the address of business?
Either or.
320 South Calumet. Hence the name 320. We get a lot of those questions. Yeah. And so, going back to 2007, we started an organization called Frontline Foundations, and we focused on substance use treatment. And we operated that organization until 2019, and in 2019, Frontline and North Shore merged together. And one of the things that we heard a lot of was, after folks would finish up with treatment, is now what? Typically treatment, when we had treatment there, would last about 12 weeks. You know, and if it was intensive, they'd go multiple times a week, but in the big scheme of things, that's not a lot of time. And so, after Frontline and North Shore merged together, 320 formed as its own separate entity with no relation with either of those organizations. And it really is about community. And so when folks are done with treatment, it's ask, now what? You know, they can plug into 320. And so we do a lot of different things there. We have, it's the old Ace Hardware for those of you that have been around in Chesterton for a couple of years like I have. But when you walk in, we've got a beautiful kitchen. We do a cooking program there. Talks about the importance of nutrition and the role that it plays in the recovery process. We've got an art area there as well for folks to be creative and just kind of have that healthy outlet. And we have a beautiful gym for folks to be able to do, to get in shape, to have fitness as part of their journey as well. We have a music program, and on Wednesdays we have an open night that we do have a faith program as well. So just kind of giving folks different pathways, different options, and we're able to offer those to folks at no cost to them, to really make sure there aren't any barriers. And we've had people that have been there since we started back in 2019. Anytime I give people a tour, I jokingly say, like, what better time to start an organization that's built on community and interaction and people coming together in 2019, because what could get in the way, right? Yeah. And so there's a couple little, stutter steps and things like that. And so we've been providing this need since 2019. As of this year, we were appointed as the Region 1 Recovery Hub, which serves Lake, Porter, LaPorte, Stark, Jasper, Pulaski, and Newton County. But we're still here in Chesterton, and that's a big part of who we serve. And so in front of you have some statistics of who we serve. So historically, we've had 133 Chesterton individuals walk through our doors and provide some level of need. That means some of them we might have gotten into inpatient, some of them maybe are still meeting with some of our peer recovery coaches. That's one of the things that we do. We've got peer recovery coaches. And if you're not familiar with that movement, that's folks with lived experience, folks that have been there and done that. And let me tell you the hope that comes from that. When someone walks in that door for the first time and they can look at someone and that person can say, I understand, I've been there. You can almost see the hope in people. So being able to offer that to them and navigate all different pathways. Again, could be getting someone in inpatient treatment, could be someone that, you know, maybe is suicidal, you know, the needs run, you know, wide and deep. And so see 133 people, Chesterton residents come through. This year we've had 23 Chesterton residents enroll with us. Unique individuals that we served in 2025, 61 that are Chesterton residents again. Total groups that we've offered so far this year, and there's a little bit of time left in this year, so we're adding to this. We've had 416 different groups this year here in Chesterton. And through those groups, at least 362 Chesterton people have been served. And so when we see that, again, that one-on-one coaching, 347, and you know, I'm putting a lot of numbers and stuff out here, but at the end of the day, we know that these are people, these are, you know, Chesterton residents, and it makes a difference. We're having a holiday party coming up this Friday. There'll be some karaoke, things like that are happening. All different talent levels there, that's for sure. But it really is about community, you know, and to be able to provide that need. Oftentimes, you know, I joke when we give tours and tell people about what we do, you know, the older we get, the harder it is to find community, I think. You know, when we're kids, you know, 5 and 6 year olds can go up to someone and say, hey, I'm Alan, will you be my friend? You know, if someone does that, they may give you a call now. You know, if I try that now, right? Like there's a strange guy out there, yeah. So that's really what we do. That's really the need that we meet. And as we're looking through the different things that align with the opioid settlement funds, it's really what we're doing, from the naloxone distribution. So that's another thing that we've been able to do. We've distributed 1,375 doses of Narcan throughout the community. And, you know, that is, if you're not familiar with that, that is, you know, a life-saving tool that helps reverse overdoses. And Indiana has been, the most recent data shows that Indiana had the second largest decrease of fatal overdoses of all the states. And I think that a lot of that has to do with what's been done with Narcan and that. So that's one of the things that we do. We also, actually it's our first day today, we hired a maternal health peer coach that strictly works with pregnant women and women that have children under the age of 3, because they have their own unique needs. And so being able to meet that need is really, really important. Let's see what else. Just supporting people in treatment, getting them there. One of the things that we have as the hub is transportation services. That's such a big barrier for folks. I remember, I think it was maybe my first day as the executive director there, and we also got about 15 bikes in our basement, and we we do community bike rides when it's not weather like this. But we had all the bikes filled up, and I looked out in the parking lot, and there was like 3 cars there. And it wasn't because everyone would carpool. If we didn't have that transportation, folks, they wouldn't be there, and they're there because they needed to be there. So really just overall trying to remove barriers for folks to make it accessible. So transportation is a really, really big one. Yeah, so that's kind of what I have.
So I know, Alan, you and I spoke, and I had asked this council, we've done smaller donations in the past, and, you know, talking to you about what a strategic, larger donation would do, what would that goal be?
Yeah. So, when we look at this, when we look at our budget and everything, it's like, we're always operating, you know, in a deficit. And so that's where, you know, I guess a couple of things we didn't talk about is, you know, each year here in the community, we do our Ride for Recovery. And so we raise funds for, you know, through that. We just did our year-end campaign. And so really, it would help to alleviate some of that stress, some of that strain. We're never meeting those goals, and to really help with the shortfall.
Yeah. Anybody else have any questions?
I have comments. I don't have any questions. I wanted to thank you so much for this work that you do. I really appreciate how you talk about community. And I saw in here one thing that you did not mention is that you work with criminal justice involved persons.
Yeah.
And so I used to, pre-COVID, work, volunteer as a part of the God Pod in the Porter County Jail. And I will tell you, it was always terrifying when people got out. Because a lot of people don't have the ability to change their community. And they go back into those same circumstances and they overdose and they die. And there's a lack of resources available, you know, for being a part of that program and working with people who are also trying to find programs and places for people and to have a healthy sense of culture. And by providing community, you offer them an opportunity to have support and to have a healthy culture around them that's really going to strengthen them and help them to succeed. And I know you said these are people, and I just want to emphasize they are people's sons and people's daughters and people's parents. You know, and we hear oftentimes from families who do lose their children and who have struggled to find help and support for them. So I think this is amazing work that you do, and I really thank you. I think it's very important, and you have my full support.
Is I think that 3 Recovery is a bright, shining light in this community that helps those that are in darkness. We sincerely appreciate that. My wife's sister has so we've had in our family that experience. There wasn't any help. Now there is. So thank you.
I would like to make a motion that we make a donation in the amount of $50,000 out of our opiate settlement funds to be given to 320 Recovery.
Second.
Discussion?
I'd just like to thank Councilwoman Collins for being a part of this, participating in their fundraiser and bringing this to our agenda. I think this was great work.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? You have it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for what you do.
Anyone else this evening? Moving on. Reports from our officials and department heads. Police?
Good evening, Council. If I could briefly touch on the speech that we just heard, I just want to say that 320 Recovery is a great resource for the police department. As you know, we're a small community and a small police department, so we don't have the funds to have a full-time social worker. But 320 Recovery is part of that for us, in addition to the Sheriff's Department offering the services of their 2 social workers, plus 320 Recovery, we make it work in our small community. But if you listen to those numbers, it just resonates with me because about a third of my career, I worked in drug enforcement. It just goes to show you the need, and to have this resource here in our small town that really anyone could walk to if they had to that lives in Chesterton is pretty phenomenal, because there's bigger cities that don't have these resources. So I was in support when we gave the smaller donations, and I'm so happy to see that we're doing it again, because we really do need their support in our community, especially for our officers. As well. Secondly, just real brief, I wanted to say thank you to all the town employees, but especially the police department employees for being flexible with the change in the date of the holiday parade. Unfortunately, due to weather, that had to be rescheduled, and in a short period of time, almost every one of our staff to adjust their date unless they were already on a plane somewhere else. So, and I know other town employees did that, fire department, street department. So I just want to say that to them for being flexible. That's all.
Fire.
I think Tim answered that a lot, but I had the opportunity last year, I was looking at this gentleman when I came in, that's how I knew, 320 Recovery. I had the opportunity to go through there last year with the deputy chiefs and that. It was a nice experience in that, to see what they offer and to interact with them, so I definitely support it. On the other side of the fire, we're just completing moving into back to the firehouse. We're doing a lot of moving in and a lot of stuff is set up now and that. It's just kind of working around finishing that up. So it'll be a little bit of a task, but we're getting there.
It's a happy chore.
Yes, yes.
Out of work. Yeah, it's a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Clerk Treasurer.
Good evening, council. This is hopefully, fingers crossed, our last meeting on the road.
No, it is. It is.
Oh, we will meet in the
No,
parking lot.
We're going.
I'm very excited.
Yes, it's happening.
I'm pumped. It feels like Christmas. And then the only thing I had was the 2026 boards and commissions. We took applications until the 5th. So I've given you a handout of everybody that applied or reapplied for their position. So it's in your hands now if you want to set up interviews or just set up a time to appoint people. It's yours.
We usually do this,
I've
before the
taken,
beginning of the year.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've taken a look, I think we could get the interviews done if we want to interview in an hour.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think if we want to come an hour early, maybe.
Well, before the next meeting at 5, we're going to have the open house.
No, that's
No, they moved that.
We're not going to do anything here?
not on the 29th.
Okay,
of
good.
December. Remember, that's a trial run.
Good. Oh, yes. I will expand on that.
Do we want to do an hour early on the
29?
On the
29th?
29th, I can do that.
Sure.
I can do that too. Give me
So
1 second,
5:30.
let me put on the calendar. January 29th.
Courtney, could you please make that happen?
We just want to interview those that we're not familiar with, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
correct, yeah.
That was my next question.
We know, yeah,
Good.
we know that.
All right, I will set that up and contact those that you need to interview. It's at 5:30 at Town Hall.
Yes.
That's it for me.
We have to cut a hole in the wall.
Right.
Get it done.
Oh, there's pressure.
He's
Lots
hiding,
of
he's
pressure.
hiding behind.
Yeah, no.
Can't see Sharon.
I got a sawzall, we can get in there.
Yes. I got a Jeep.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it. Thank you.
Streets.
Good evening, council. A few things for me tonight. First one, the only thing that is actually on the packet for us would be the yearly refuse write-offs. This year, we only have 7, for a total of $408.56. So, all for the reason of houses being sold, so this was a good year when it comes to refuse write-offs, so we're just looking to get the council to approve the payment.
I'll make a motion that we bring those. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you. Moving on to the next one, we did do the parade, as Tim said, and the town did a very good job with this. It was delayed. It was a smart decision to delay, and it went off without a hitch. Tying into that, we have been extremely busy in the street department the last month. The busiest in quite some time. I ran some numbers this morning. As of right now, we trap every single snow that we go after, down to the pellet of salt and everything that goes along with it. So far this year, we have 25 inches of snow in Chesterton. Last year, as a total, we had 22 and a half inches.
Wow, we
So-
are an overachiever.
Yes, I'm planning this. I really enjoy it.
I know you are.
Really enjoy this. The guys are knocking it out of the park. I mean,
Yes, they are.
they're doing a very good job. I can't stand behind them enough, and John is obviously in the same feeling as me on this. They're doing a great job. They are working long hours. We've done multiple 24-hour shifts now, just back to back, and they're getting it done. So, I mean, we've already this year gone through 620 tons of salt, which is half of our allotment for the entire season. So we have already started making some possible needed arrangements to try and get extra salt, because we only have 1,500 tons allotted for the year, plus 20% if we need that off of that order. But there are some avenues we can venture down that cost a little bit more than what we're paying for the normal count budget we have, but we'll make it work. As of now, we're not stressing about it. So, they're doing a great job. And lastly, just to speed along here, the Indiana and Grand Street parking lots that the town added are beautiful, and they are being plowed as much as we can by us, but the Parks Department has taken it under their wing to manage that majority of the time, which we cannot thank them enough, because we just don't have the manpower to keep those up, as well as every street in town and other parking lot around town, our businesses and police and fire lots, and keep them all salted for everybody. So Tyler's not here, but we can't thank the park department enough for the help there, because we're trying to figure out how we're gonna do that. So
See, is the park department doing the Westchester Liberty?
they are, yeah.
I noticed that's been cleaned off.
Yeah, they're busy also. So,
Do
yeah.
we have signs in the parking lots for are the downtown parking lots the same for the 2 inches? Nobody can park overnight?
They are not posted.
They're not posted.
Not for too much snow.
I was just
We haven't
curious
ran into any problems with that.
Okay.
I mean, we could go that avenue if we needed to, but
if it becomes
I would
an
say
issue.
if it's not a problem, we'll leave
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
You got it.
Very good.
But that's all for me, council. Just want to throw a little kudos out to the guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Engineering?
Yes, good evening, council. I do need approval for annual check for AT&T Electrical. The generator for the town hall recent remodel and fire station is complete and operational. So they sent the invoice to the park department, because that's who they've been working with. So that's why I apologize, didn't make it in the packet. It's for $76,314 to AT&T Electrical.
They
If
have
I
a
get
motion.
approval of that.
Make a motion that we write that manual check.
You have a second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
Thank you very much. And then, as you are all aware, you received the email that we did not receive our CCMG matching grants this year. We'll work on our next submission with John and Dan, and that will do it for the July 2026 submission, we'll reapply. So we're still reaching out to try to figure out with other communities that have received it or not received it.
I'm under the impression that there were quite a few communities that did not receive it this round, that normally did receive it. So,
I heard a
once
number
again,
of over 100. I
thank
heard.
you so much, Indianapolis, for all your help.
Well, I suspect that this has something to do with this new austerity program that the state is imposing on local municipalities. And as much as I am not in favor of that, we can't change it. But they're going to make the application problem a problem in order to enforce their austerity program, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. That I think this is a manifestation of a political agenda.
I did follow up with, and not to verify, to make sure we double check, triple check the team, we did not make any mistakes. in that.
Yeah,
You
of
used
course
the
you
right
didn't.
coloring.
Yes, right, so I was just, double checking that.
Yeah.
I told you.
Sorry about that, we didn't get it, we tried.
Well, it's not your fault, Mark.
Frustrating, very frustrating.
Yes.
7 years in a row.
We never miss,
Yes.
we never miss, but that's why I say there's something else going on. There's another dynamic.
I spoke with a lot of street commissioners. A lot of them have never missed either, 7 or 8 years, and they also miss from very big cities to smaller communities than us, so.
We are not alone.
Quick question, sorry, on this topic. We had a joint project with Porter that was set to happen. Now, I know they did receive theirs. How does this impact that joint project? I mean,
It does not.
Okay.
We're fully,
we're,
Yeah, we're
okay,
funding our
That's pretty.
perfect. I didn't know if it was, we were banking on that in order
no,
to
that was
get it.
completely separate.
Okay.
So we're good on that.
Okay,
I
great.
would like
Thank you.
to know what this will impact, so if you wouldn't mind to shoot us, an update, what were we planning to do with these funds that now we're not able to? Just to have
Yeah.
some information, I would really appreciate that.
Yeah, we'll give it John and Meg to want to reevaluate the projects. We'll get to that list.
Thank you, no rush, but I mean, we need to prepare for what we need to prepare for.
Yeah, I mean, we're ready to present that in the approach of all.
Great, perfect.
We know everything we still need to
Awesome.
try and do versus what we could put on.
Okay,
That's great.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, we don't have a choice to put
It's not our
on
choice.
the bigger parts of it, but there are smaller stuff that was in the grant that we really need to try and push forward.
Building.
Building, as you see in the packet, later in the meeting, you'll have building needs ordinance. So I thank you very much for working with me on that. Connor helps us a lot with that, with his office on getting through the verbiage. So I think we have a really good document. We have everything covered, some additional points like if somebody starts a project without a permit, they gotta pay the permit fee plus 50% increase on that. So there's things like that that we've added this around. We took care of all of that new House Bill 1105's requirements. And then, we're switching over to working on the violations ordinance that we told you we were trying to work at the same time, but it didn't work out with everything in the building department. So we're gonna start on that next.
I'll also just add to that, I did receive some questions this week about where we are with requirements for Airbnbs. An individual reached out to me, they were looking for real estate in Chesterton or to be used as an Airbnb. So I talked to Mark and
Yeah, we'll start working on that too.
yeah, after the first of the year, make some recommendations to move that forward.
I think legal's been involved in that too.
Yes,
Connor's been in that.
there's just been so much going on that we agreed
Yes.
after the first of the year.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, trying to make that 29th date.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Parks is not here
I
today.
got a message, sorry. I got a message from Tyler. He wanted to thank the council, Connor and Courtney, for all their work with the park bond on behalf of the park.
Very good. Very nice.
Thank you.
Attorney.
No report.
I think you do have a.
Oh, I got a lot to say, but not tonight.
All right, well,
Utilities?
Lots going on. Unfortunately, major issues happened day before Thanksgiving at our Times lift station where force main broke apart on the floor and ended up on the building. So, heard about that at 5 a.m. in the morning and by 7 p.m. that evening, the contractor issued and another issue with Fox Chase was that over the whole morning discharge pipe, so that fixed by this not as major as the
Okay.
hopefully
But you also just did a great job engaging the community and talking with people and gathering feedback for the town. We really appreciate you, Mark. It was a great event. I was really happy to see
I
how.
moved up till the evening party.
It was really cold, you
Yeah.
guys. We were cold for hours after we got inside. It was really cold, but people were really kind to us, and it was actually a really fun, positive experience. As to the existing conditions report, they have made edits and sent their final draft to Mark and Matt, who are going to complete their review, and then we'll continue to work on that. I also want to set up a meeting to kind of look at the layout, colors, and different things that we want to incorporate into the comprehensive plan. So we'll be working to set that up. And then the steering committee is meeting this week on December 10th. So that's moving forward as well. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Public hearings, bid openings, remonstrances, I show nothing. Ordinances and/or resolutions. Counselor?
Ordinance 2025-28, an ordinance of the Chesterton Town Council authorizing employment of certain town employees and determining the compensation thereof, also known as the salary ordinance for 2026. It's in front of you on first reading this evening.
I'll make a motion that we approve ordinance 2025-28.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Motion to amend.
Motion to suspend?
Suspend.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Ordinance 2025-28, an ordinance of the Chesterton Town Council authorizing employment of certain town employees and determining the compensation thereof, is in front of you now on second and final reading.
Motion to approve. Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
It is passed.
Passed.
Courtney, thank you for all your hard work.
Welcome.
Appreciate it.
You have one other ordinance this evening, but I'm going to ask you not to take final action on it. In reviewing it, I've got a couple things I need to talk to Mark about. But it is ordinance 2025-29, an ordinance of the Chesterton Town Council amending the Chesterton Town Code regarding building permits and fees. It's nothing with the substantive portion of the ordinance. It's simply that you need to publish this, and then the fees are delayed for 90 days. So what I want to do is make that amendment before your next meeting. That way we know to publish it, and we know that the fees, the implementation of the fees will be delayed. Everything else substantively should be the same.
Okay.
So you can either
Do one,
do one reading this evening and then do the,
I want to do that.
okay,
I'll make a motion that we approve 25-29
on first reading.
on first reading.
you have a second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right.
So just a minor amendment, we'll get that for the next meeting.
Communications.
The clerk treasurer says Merry Christmas. You just want me to have something finally.
Old business. Town hall,
Christmas
fire, remodel updates.
Sure.
Yes, you have the contract amendment number 2 in your packet. That's basically the work that Connor, Matt, and I did. That's just changing the fire department outage, work from Sean, to the 15th. And that is the date that they will sleep there, I guess is the way to say you'll live there.
Under the roof.
Yeah, under the roof, they'll be under the roof on that date. So we can get your approval of that amendment tonight, that'd be great. And then the project is moving along. The 9 wood on the ceiling is basically completed, and they're gonna start working on the 9 wood behind the dais.
Yeah.
That's coming along. They've got the tile past the storefront, like in the lobby, it's like 3/4 of the way down in the lobby. They're moving now that they've got most of their manpower on that side, because the fire department, it's minor stuff over on that, like up in the kitchen, they're doing some minor stuff, so it's a lot going on over there.
Good.
I'll make a motion that we approve the contract amendment number 2.
A second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Following up then with the janitorial service proposal, working with Courtney on this. This is to do the newly remodeled town hall. We did ask them to do like, call it post-construction cleaning services. There's a fee for, that's $720 to do like that cleanup before we have the December 29th meeting. I think that'd be a really good idea, just, I mean, Larson Anderson cleans it, but this would be a different clean. Professionally clean.
Yeah.
Then they also had another price to do the windows inside and out for another $275. I mean, we could authorize that, subject to the weather maybe, I just don't know how the weather on that. And then the actual services will be $120 every week for that. So I didn't know what you'd like to do with that. Courtney and I and Matt reviewed it, we don't think it's a fair price and we don't have any issues with it.
Yeah.
But if you'd like to do that post-clean there.
Yeah, I think, and we talked about maybe them doing like a, a full cleaning, like a whole thing, and then doing like a partial kind of, check the garbages, the bathroom, kind of a thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So, would that be the same cost?
No, we don't have that yet.
Okay,
That's we have to get that.
Okay.
Yeah, but this would be for the regular weekly.
Yeah, I mean, and I definitely support doing the pre or the post-construction update.
I think it needs it.
Yeah, oh,
I think the windows need it too. They're full of, sawdust and it doesn't clean. I support that.
Is this the same company that cleans the police station?
Correct, yeah.
Then I think that's a good idea.
I think that's right?
Chief?
Yes, they've done a great job since we moved to the station.
I didn't mean to speak without asking your opinion, but I had heard good things already.
Yeah, since we moved into the police station, they've been doing a great job.
So I would suggest that, could we just do the post-construction cleanup, and then can we get a estimate or a quote on what that would cost for the deep clean and then like.
Yeah, because every week it was $120, so we can get that revised to see to look at.
Yeah.
We talked about having them come in right before like the Thursday meeting or planning commission at BDA
Right.
to touch up, like in the lobby.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
We did not.
Okay, great, thanks.
They have good records with us.
So we have a motion?
Yes, you have.
And I'll have a
Okay.
second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Ribbon cutting and open house.
We're still working on the details on that. We did push that date to, did not bring that. It was
We need to
January-
set it, it is
second meeting.
January 26th.
At 5
Yeah,
p.m.
yes, January 26th at 5 p.m.
Yep.
We're working on the details still.
Yep.
We've
Perfect.
got time
We got
to
time.
plan it.
Yeah.
I just, do
We're
we
getting
need
Tristan involved with the building department.
She's
so.
very excited about it.
She
I talked
is.
to her on Saturday.
That's gonna be great.
Yes, she's very, very, she already, yeah, I think it's gonna be phenomenal, so, yeah.
New business. Does anyone have anything for the council this evening?
I do. Go ahead, Jim, if you'd like to do your update first.
Sure.
Before the next meeting will be the last two meetings in a long time. We've had a gap here, but we have budgets to pass at NERC, and we have to confirm the appointment of Ty Warner as executive chair, and then with the, well, let's just say it's a budget meeting, so we have to do it. And then the next other meeting that we have to have is the recycling and waste reduction meeting, and that will be this Thursday. That will be the final meeting for this year, and that also involves the budget, and it involves our appointment for our community action committee from Chesterton representative, which I would be very pleased to reappoint Emily Brettel, Dr. Emily Brettel, for that, who has served the last 2 years. If there are no objections from the council,
Yeah.
I will do so on Thursday then. And that leads me to another point. I had shifted back to a previous time when incumbents didn't need to reapply. So I did not send Courtney anything on NERC
I knew you were good.
and redevelopment. I apologize for that.
You were a
One time it was always, if you're asking for reappointment, it was just considered that.
Yeah. Town council is an assumed reappointment in my brain.
I wanted to be transparent on that.
That's fair.
There was an issue there I needed to correct it. Other than that, I have nothing.
I have something. Tonight, I'd like to recognize Councilman Dane LaFata. We, on Saturday, recognize longevity for council members. And you weren't there, sir. So I didn't get to give the funny speech that I gave for everybody else.
Yeah, she's very entertaining.
I was. Thank you. I would just like to say, you know, he has been a dedicated public servant for the town for 8 years, and he may be a quiet presence on this council, but when he speaks, it's always thoughtful, purposeful, and in the best interest of our community. And his steady commitment and genuine care for Chesterton makes a real lasting impact. So thank you for your service, and there you go. See, if you would have been there, it would have been a whole thing, like the music.
Oh, yes.
Hence the random texting to make sure
Yeah.
you weren't coming.
It's like, I haven't been to any of these
I was trying to
ever
protect-
happened before.
I can't text me now.
It's called a clue.
Uh, Comments from the board. Jim?
No, I have none, thank you.
So I do have a comment. Imagine that. I just want to briefly share that earlier today, I traveled to the Indiana State House and delivered testimony against the proposed congressional maps and the attempt at a mid-decade redistricting. I went because I had been contacted by multiple constituents who are deeply concerned about Chesterton being moved into Congressional District 2 in the proposed map, and for other reasons as well. But our residents deserve clarity and fairness and stability, and not a sudden political reshuffling that breaks apart the Duneland community. What struck me the most today was an unfortunate theme from the few who spoke in favor of the new map. And it was that other states had done this for political advantage and thrown fairness out the window years ago, and so we should too. And that old adage came immediately to mind: if they jumped off a cliff, would we jump too? And, you know, we're better than this, and I think that, well, I know my constituents expect better than that. So I unapologetically told the senators sitting on the elections committee that it was wrong, not just for our state, but for Chesterton. So if you are like-minded and feel the same, and even if you're not, either way, I think we need to remember that our legislators work for us, and you should contact them and let them know how you feel, one way or the other, and I encourage our residents to do the same. That's it, that's all I got. Yep.
I have a little more lighthearted comment. I wanted to thank the chamber and all the town employees for the great job that you guys did with the parade, and then also, you know, helping always to set up the markets and all the special events that we have. I really think those features of our community, our family traditions, they mean so much to the town, so thank you for your part in that. And then also, it is retail season, Christmas shopping time, so I just wanted to encourage our residents to be a little intentional this season to help support our local businesses. They are a very important part of our community. If you listen to our meetings, we're constantly talking about our budget and concerns, and we don't always have what we expect, like this grant that we didn't receive. I mean, it's very important for us to support our local businesses because they do help us be a resilient community that can function independently. So we could just be intentional and know that it's difficult for a lot of our business owners in this economy as well. And stop in and, you know, buy a couple gifts locally, I think it'd make a great difference. We are Chesterton, we are united, we are a strong community, we always come through and support each other. So I just wanted to sow that seed and thank everyone this evening. Thank you. All set.
Mr. Zapata?
Could I ask for a postscript, just real short one?
Yeah.
To what Councilwoman Collins said. She's exactly right. I think some people in Indianapolis missed the U.S. government class day that they talk about gerrymandering. And I've taught that. Everybody in this room has had U.S. government. You have to get through high school, at least you used to.
We used to have Ralph Ayers teach it.
Well, he would come in and add to it, yes, and he did a good job. But the fact is, this is wrong. It's not something that we should be doing when it's not appropriate to do. It's supposed to be done on census, not when somebody wants to get votes.
The people have voted for who they wanted.
Well, let's hope
to
they still do.
represent them, you know, so I do concur. I do. And one thing I can point out about our local government is we don't play party politics. We play what's best for our community, what can we do to serve Chesterton, and we work together, and that's always our goal.
Exactly.
And I think that our country has gotten to be very party-oriented and a lot of divisiveness. That's always deeply concerning to me, because I do truly believe that that weakens our country. And democracy requires people to work together. It's not that you have to always agree. Even if you don't, you learn a lot from people on the other side of the table.
And be respectful about it.
And you can come together and make solutions that are good if you can come together. Well said.
Well,
Well said.
it's just, we need to say, she and I need to say that.
Yeah, I mean, I concur.
It's a cockeyed idea.
Motion to adjourn? Second?
Third.
All those in favor?
Aye.